Hey guys, it's Mike, and I decided to upload a zombie gameplay. It's nothing special. We only made it to level 21. We started off with 4 players. We ended up with 3 after I think round maybe 9 or 10. The guy ended up going down, and he backed out. He also had a mic on, but he wouldn't talk to us, and he was kind of messing us up in the game. But anyways, we made it to level 21. I ended up losing connection, which sucks. You'll see it at the end of this video if you watch the whole thing. But instead of talking about the zombie gameplay, I decided to talk about a date I went on last Saturday. So I just got out of a 2-year relationship, so I haven't really been on any dates besides with my ex-girlfriend. So I'm kind of not new at this, but going out on a fresh new date with someone's a little bit different since I haven't done it in a few years. So anyways, it ended up being a pretty bad night. Could have been worse. So anyways, we had plans to go see Final Destination in 3D. And if you watch any of the other Final Destinations, they're pretty good movies. They're nothing special, nothing great, but I like the gore, I like gory movies, and figure out why not watch it in 3D. Should be pretty good. Overall, the movie was pretty good. It wasn't worth the 25 or 30 bucks I spent because it was in 3D, but it wasn't bad. So anyways, the movie starts at 10:45. She calls me at 10:50 saying she overslept and whatnot, and her phone died. She gave me a whole spiel about she was running late. Like I said, she passed out, and I had a feeling she was lying, and she was. I'm not stupid. So I meet her there. We're already 10 minutes late, and she's out front of the theater smoking a cigarette. Now, it's not a big deal. Some people smoke. I don't, and personally, I don't prefer to date a girl that smokes, but like I said, it's not really a big deal. Yeah, a little bit of a turn off, but what are you going to do? So she's scrubbed out on her first date, scrubbed out. Didn't even try to look decent. And she's smoking a cigarette, and she already knows we're late, and I'm like, all right, you ready to go in? And she decides she'd rather just finish her cigarette first. So I'm like, all right. Dates started off not too good, but maybe it'll get better throughout the movie. Maybe she'll put her arm around me, we'll share a soda, we'll cuddle, whatever. So we're already 10 minutes late. She goes inside, asks her if she wants any food, any drinks. She decides she wants popcorn, and she wants a snack, and she wants this kind of slushy. She wants to mix the 2 slushies together and do all this stuff and add all her cheeses to the popcorn. So 10 more minutes go by. I'm like, all right, so I'm $30 in the hole, which, not the end of the world, but still $30 is $30. And we're about 20 minutes late for the movie. So I'm like, all right, this is great. So by the time we get into the movie, we find our seats. We're sitting down, we're watching the movie. And maybe about 15 minutes into it, she burps loudly. And this is a man burp. This is like one of those wet sounding, like you just pounded half a bottle of Coke burp. It was one of those times at a movie where you just wish you could actually use a real life perk from Call of Duty, or use a perk from Call of Duty and use it in real life. I would just really wish I had Ghost Pro. As much as people hate it, you know what? Ghost would have been perfect to use during that movie. I would have camped and used Ghost, and nobody would have seen me with her while she was burping and coughing. That would have been perfect. Nobody would have seen me with her. But unfortunately, COD is just a game, and I was in real life. It was a little embarrassing, but I'm like, okay, not a big deal. You know what? She's probably going to hold it in. It's natural. Some people heard it. Not a big deal. I let that one slide. But then 5 burps later, just got a little annoying, and I don't want to say rude, but I was a little disturbed. I don't know if that's the right word. A little bothered, you could say. Kind of grossed me out. So first date, she's late, smoking a cigarette. Makes us 20 minutes late to the movies, and she's burping, and people are hearing it, and I'm somewhat embarrassed. I'm like, all right, I don't think it can get any worse than this. So we're watching a movie and whatnot, and then she looked fine, not a big deal. And then she ends up grabbing my arm, puts my arm around her. I'm like, okay, this is fine, not whatever. She's being normal. She's not being that weirdo she was for the first half of the date. And she puts my hand inside her legs. She's wearing shorts. And what do I feel? Hairy legs. They weren't bad, but all I felt was stubble all over the legs, and it was, like I said, it was one of those things. You know what? Maybe she was rushing and stuff, but first date, come on. That sort of grossed me out a little bit. So then, we're in a movie. I kind of I pull one of those, stretch your back kind of moves, reach over, grab your drink off the ground or in a little cup holder to kind of get away from her, you could say. And for some reason, The more I got away, the closer she just wanted to get. She had me spawn trapped at the movie. I couldn't get away. I was spawn trapped. And I was trapped. I felt trapped. I couldn't even keep a distance from her. So that was awful. So then, towards the end of the movie, like I said, I'm dreading it. I'm having a bad time, but I'm not showing it because I don't want to be rude or disrespectful or whatnot. But I was definitely not having a great time. So the movie ends, we leave, and I know she had a good time. I mean, I dressed nice. I got ready and stuff. It was the first day. I don't want to go in there with sweatpants and look like a bum. So we're leaving the theater. We're in like we left the theater itself, and we're still in the building. She had to use the bathroom. I'm like, all right, no problem. She goes to the bathroom. She doesn't come out for about 12 to 15 minutes. So what's the first thing you think? She's dropping a deuce. She's taking a dump. That's the first thing I thought. Probably just dropping a bomb. She's just taking a dump. No big deal. She's got to take a dump. She comes out. She pulls the whole I got sick card. And come on. She was fine the whole movie. She gets out. She kind of runs into the bathroom real quick. It's like, you don't have to be embarrassed that you took a dump. I can understand you don't want to tell me that. But so she said she got sick. So maybe she did. So I'm like, great. I sat outside of a bathroom for 15 minutes. And I thought the night couldn't get any worse. And it obviously just did with that. So then we're going outside, and I'm trying to get out, trying to get free. I want to come home, play Call of Duty at like midnight because I was just thinking about Call of Duty the whole time during the movie. And she said, "Come to my car." Oh my god, damn it! So the last thing I want to do is go to her car. I'm like, fine. So I go to her car, get inside. She closes it. We close the doors. We're talking or whatever. I'm like, okay. This comes the part where she's gonna want to make out. She's gonna want to kiss me, and she just smoked a cigarette. She supposedly just got sick. So the last thing I want to do is give her a kiss. Sitting in a car, she lights up a cigarette, and I'm just like, God damn it. I gotta deal with this. So she lights up, I open the door, she goes, what's wrong? I'm like, I really can't deal with that. So, the cigarette, I can't breathe cigarette, and I just get queasy, lightheaded. So anyways, long story short, she tries talking to me, I just babble, and, just make up some stuff and whatever. And I go to get out of the car, she goes, can I have a hug? So I go to give her a hug. What does she do? She leans in, cocks her head, puts her tongue in my mouth. So what do? I went with it. Even though she puked, I went with it. I don't want to be a jerk, and I was like, whatever. Might as well. The night is so bad, might as well just give her a kiss. So whatever, kissed. And by the time I got out of the car, walked to my car, I ended up getting sick outside of my vehicle because it was just disgusting. All I tasted was vomit and puke, and a mix of cigarettes and ashtray, which was awful. That was my Saturday night, this past Saturday. So, like I said, going from 2-year relationship to that just makes me, in a way, miss having just that one person you've been with for a while. But what are you gonna do? That's just one person. I made a bad choice. I'm not gonna see her again, even though she's texted me and called me a few times. And I'm not a huge jerk, so I responded to a couple messages. But that is it. So, anyways, on my next video I put out, I think I'm gonna talk about dating tips and relationships of my personal experience because I've dated a good amount of girls. Not that I'm a man whore or anything, but I've dated a few girls, and I'm just gonna give my tips. As you know, people do Call of Duty tips, but I'm gonna do dating tips. And if you want to watch it, great. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine too. These are, like I said, these are just what I've gained from experience and what I know from what girls told me and what other friends told me. So if you want to watch the video, that will be out in probably a couple days. Maybe it'll be a Modern Warfare 2 video I put it over, or maybe a sniper montage or something. I don't know. But thanks for watching, guys, and leave your comments and let me know how you feel about that. Should I A, give her another chance to go out and date with her? B, never talk to her again? Or C, fill in your own answer. What should I do? Anyways, like I said, thanks for watching and have a good day.